Well, hey everyone. So we got another Super G formed Gundam figure today of one of my favorites, and this is called Kampfer. This is a model kit there of what Kampfer should look like. I built a high grade Kampfer a long time ago. If they ever make a real grade of either of these are variations. I think that's the prototype, and I don't know what that variation is. But anyways, if they made a real grade, I would definitely buy a model kit of that, possibly even a perfect grade. But I'm kind of past the high grade stuff. It's not my thing, at least right now. Alright, well anyways, this thing actually has a packaging. So this thing came out in 2017. It is number 15 of SD Neo 3, collection number 3. Does it tell you? Oh yeah, it does tell you what else is in this collection. These are hard to come by. I was just lucky enough to get this, though. Yeah, the new Gundam, Unicorn. I would consider getting those two. I'm not really interested in the other ones. Nice promo pics there. So let's see what kind of detail you can get in something so small. Look at that. Sorry, I'm always coughing. Air pollution. That gum is gross. Look at that. It's just an eyeball of gum looking at you. Alright. So, very similar to Converge. You got this baggie all partitioned so the paint doesn't scratch itself. Be careful of cutting through an antenna there. These are very Converge-like, actually, the packaging. Alright, let's get into this figure. So, bottom of the feet detail, almost nothing. So that's unlike Converge. Converge do have feet details on the bottom. It does have the legal stuff. I only wish it had the date of like 2017, so you know how old this toy is without the packaging. But I gotta say, the actual molding detail of this is on par with the Converge figure. All these little panel lines, nooks and crannies, and then you do have a good amount of paint apps here. Yellow here, the black around here, there's black here, black hoses, black up here in the shoulders, but then a white stripe around this spike. The arms are gray. There's even bazooka holders back here. Yeah, this is really cool. And what? Is that a translucent eye? I think it is. That's awesome. A clear eye. You actually don't get clear eyes on all the Converge figures. So this is even better. And look at this. I think there might be printing on it, or... No, actually, that feels perfectly smooth. I feel like maybe that's a molded detail on the back side. That is better than a Converge figure. So let's see if we can break some things apart. Alright, so, wow, that peg hole is so far forward. But yeah, I can see that translucent piece. And there's actually air, I think, passing right here. Look at that. So that's kind of neat. Even some detail under the neck, in the neck area that you wouldn't even see. Alright, let's put that back on. So you can get a little bit of, well, I mean it's colliding with the shoulder, so it's too bad. So the arm is on a peg with the hex hole, and look at all the thruster details behind here, and also arm details there. So that's nice. So being a round peg, you can obviously, well, again, it's colliding a lot, but a few degrees of movement. But nothing, I don't think nothing else moves here. The hand is just molded in, it looks like. So yeah, alright. Same with this side, the legs, the torso. I think this whole bottom torso and legs are all one piece, or maybe they're glued in or something. This little antennae, that's rigid. It's not PVC, I don't think. So that could snap if it falls from a really high bookshelf. Let's wiggle that in here. You know, I guess it's supposed to go like that. It's very vertical. But that's how I think it goes. So that's nice. And then let's look at these bazookas. It seems to be a gunmetal paint, so it's not just raw plastic, it is painted, but I also think, no, this is PVC. That's good. So both hands are open, so you can actually put weapons in them, so that's nice. Let's see what it looks like double bazooka style. Alright, so now the problem is, it's nice that the bazookas rest right in the nook. They can rest right in the nook of the head and the shoulder. But if they can't spin, maybe, I wonder if these things come out. if these holders come out, then you should be able to spin the shoulders, but I don't know if that's glued in. I mean, it's clearly a separate piece because it's painted separately. Unless this backpack comes off. No, I feel like that's glued in place. So that is unfortunate that you can't remove this holder because that's really what's limiting the articulation. Alright, well, anyways, if you have no arms, then you can do that. So sadly, well, wait, hold on. Maybe I can get the bazooka behind that thing. Yeah, you can go around it, I guess. But no, that looks a little weird. Well, you can kind of get some of the bazookas upwards, but yeah, clearly that's an issue. So that's too bad. And it's also looking very far down, very much like a Converge figure. See, look at it. It's pretty much looking 30 degrees downwards, like right there. Strange, instead of looking forward. Alright, well, let's get these bazookas out. And then I'll put them in their carriers. So I assume it's this groove right here. You can put them up or downwards. I didn't even notice there's an optics box here, which is nice. It's actually nicely detailed, you know. The bazooka could add like a jewel bead there and there to spruce them up. Yeah, maybe I don't want to see the handles from the front, that is. So something like that. And then we have this shotgun looking thing. Pretty nice. Nicely done. Very much like a Converge figure. And it doesn't have a stock. It could have had a stock. There's plenty of room. Oh, nice. It has thrusters in that shoulder. Oh, both shoulders have thrusters. Alright. So, very cool. If you're curious, I am. How tall are these things? So, ignoring the horn or the antenna, it's like under 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches. Factoring in the overall height, though, it's more like 5.5 centimeters or like 2.25 inches. So it's definitely a small little figurine. I don't think you can really call this an action figure. Sure, you can get some posing, but it's really small. Okay, so I actually bought this a long time ago. This is a Bandai. I'm pretty sure it has to be. It's just the regular gashapon, which I don't think has a. You know what? The head does come off. And actually, this arm also, I think. So it's amazing. This thing is even smaller. Look how small that is. It's nuts. It's like a 1-inch figure. So anyways, that's actually amazing. I'm really surprised. It actually has a lot of molded details, just not many paint apps. Okay, and then this one actually is a PVC antenna, which is nice, because obviously it's not going to break so easily. So here's a Converge I modified, and yeah, I dropped it or crushed the antenna somehow, and it just snapped right off. And I've been too lazy to try to paint it. That's number 43 in the Converge lineup. So I ended up buying another one, and this is a non-destroyed one. Okay. So yeah, the Converges are quite large. This is a Senshi Dash figure of a Barbatos. So this actually has separate hinges for the shoulders and the elbows, but they're exposed. You know, you can see them quite a bit. I'm actually thinking I actually like the Neo more because, you know, I'm not expecting a lot of articulation out of something like that. I just want it to look nice. But I will let you know, these are, I think, called Senshi Forte, and they have ball peg joints, so you know you can't see much of the joint. These are, I think, much better, but they seem to also be a little bit taller, as you can see here. Even without the stand, you can just tell that's taller. Alright, so that's a convoluted mess of figures there. This is really impressive. I'm really impressed by that. Alright, but today's thing is about the SD Neo. And it's pretty good. I like it. So if they have I'm sure they must have many other figures. I might be able to pick up some other ones if I can find them at a decent price. Alright, well thanks for watching today. I'll see you in the next Gundam video.